Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'd like to introduce the climate change. Okay, do ever hear the GHG emission? Anyone hear this one? GHG emission.
Greenhouse gas.
Yes, greenhouse gas. This is an important issue in the shipping market. As we can see, the 2018 IMO strategies on reducing the greenhouse gas emissions from the ships because transportation is the greenhouse gas emission is the most important issue. As the surveyed the strategy, IMO GHG emissions from a ship. Until now, we can see the 2030. We hope we can reduce 40% the CO2 per transport work if we can do it. And until the 2050, we can achieve the zero GHG emissions if we can do. So this goal is very hard, but we can try about this because ship and air transportation already capture a lot of the GHG emissions in the world. So this is a goal we must do it. Okay. Okay, next I will introduce the unmanned vessel. Anyone know this one? Christine. 无人船. Yes. And any another name? Can you introduce this one? Can you read? Automatic. Vessel, automatic ship, unmanned vessel, have many names. Okay, unmanned vessel are no longer a future, but it's already in now. This way only. What is the unmanned vessel? Unmanned vessel is not operated by on board. Now we have the master and some crews on board. They can operate the vessel. But now the unmanned vessel, they have no crew, no sea crew on board. And from remote operated to the full automatic models. So the legal framework is very important because nobody on board. Okay, so they must remain feasible to ensure the regularly objective. So how the vessel is controlled or operate is very important in the future. Okay, so can you share your impressing or thinking or idea about unmanned vessel? Okay, from the Kala. You can speak Chinese or English.
像老师上次播那个怒海劫啊，如果是无人船的话，是不是比较容易不被海盗就是抢夺？
Yeah. If nobody on board,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's the idea. Okay, and the additional idea and safe, more safety.
Yeah, because last time we saw the movie, if there are many, if there are people in the crew, because sometimes they have a marine accident.
people is more safety, but
Yeah.
for the cargo, we cannot make sure
Yeah.
because nobody on board, right? Okay. Oh,
But at least because we can see that the fly we have the how to say the auto fly.
auto fly.
Yeah, the pilot can have a race. So I think that also
Yeah.
we have the same with the
Yeah, no pilot. We don't need to assign the pilot on board.
because last time I remember that when we fly when on the flight we
Yeah.
have the like a automatic flight. So the pilot will have the time for take a race.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean that is because in the air it's more dangerous than the doing on the sea. So I think that is possible.
It's possible.
Yes.
Okay, but the most important issue is the legal.
Yeah.
Legal framework because we are an international industry, so the legal is very important. Yes, yes. Okay, and some comments. Next one is Tony and Chi Chi.
Because if an automatic, I mean, is customer straightforward in a person.
Yeah.
But right now, I think the disadvantage is reduce the manpower.
Yeah, manpower we can
It's like
reduce.
this is about
Yeah.
how to training that in the remote like it.
Yeah. Because people on land, not on sea.
Yeah.
So remote is very important. Yes. We are worried about the ship are out of control. Yeah. Chi. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more safety and then it can reach in the land of the sea. Like I have seen a video like they use unmanned vessel for the cargo like under
yeah.
the sea.
Under the sea.
Yeah, for under
Yeah.
the sea and then if
Like the
Taiwan-
subway.
Yeah.
Like subway. Yeah.
Like subway, and then I have seen also in Taiwan, they use the unmanned vessel for removing the bomb. In Taiwan they have like the bomb, something like under the sea.
Clean.
Yeah.
Clean the marine environment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they use the unmanned vessel for cleaning in the
Yeah.
under the sea.
Yeah.
And then in Japan also they have unmanned vessel for cargo.
Yeah. But it's a small ship.
Yeah, but in Japan
For
it's the
special
big one.
function, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Not for cargo. Yeah. Okay. So maybe in the future, the big cargo unmanned ship will rebuild.
Yeah, they
right?
have it in Japan.
Yeah, already. But
Yeah.
but now the cost is very high. But in the future, maybe it's easy to see it. Okay, finish. Okay, thank you. Okay, we will show you the video. What is the unmanned vessel?
有发光的感觉，而且精神很好。我对我现在状态很有信心。善存有。
electronic, the battery, but is this a problem? Is another problem? I don't know. because now the ship is use crude oil, right? Now it's crude oil, but in the future I don't know, is this another problem? Yeah.
We live in an ever-changing world where unmanned and remote-controlled vessels are becoming reality. Let us share a view of this world with you. The control room is the nerve center of remote operations in the Rolls-Royce OX concept, where the global wall shows a real-time overview of worldwide shipping traffic. A full situation overview is presented to operators who are monitoring vessels via remote link from their onshore workstations.
Dynamic positioning reports DGPS-1. Lost connection for vessel RR9835. Suggested course of action. Diagnostics. Commands?
Proceed.
GPS, geopositioning and celestial navigation status. Nominal. INF status. Transmission stopped. Suggested failure mode, physical. Commands?
Stand by. I'll have a closer look.
Drones 01 through 08 ready for inspection flight. Commands?
Launch drones 1 and 2. Flight plan. Standard inspection routine. Camera control, manual with eye track. Deploy replacement for selected antenna. Schedule post-mortem inspection and change of antenna at next port of stop. Add checkpoint for operator at selected time. Verify navigation data integrity.
The vessel is ready for handover to local operator at West Coast BTS. Transferring administrative documents. Suggested course of action, break and refreshment.
Okay. Leave the documents open when they're ready.
Confirmed.
The OX local wall presents a place where vessels and traffic in the local zone are tracked and controlled, and their port operations are scheduled, controlled, and managed.
Vessel RR9835, pending transfer to local BTS. Administrative documents ready for review and approval. Okay, review on tablet. List the summary of tagged events for the new vessel on wall. Vessel RR9876 reports repeated eco-efficiency fluctuation above preset threshold. Page experts to local workstation 6.
In OX, situation handling is made efficient with sharing of information and flexible use of data. System specialists are available on demand for problem analysis and assistance.
Welcome.
Show me a summary of propulsion motor operation for the past 3 hours. Play audio.
Vessel tagged with situation handling for all operators.
Right, bring vessel viz to collaboration table 1. The OX collaboration table is a tool dedicated to teamwork and in-depth situation analyses and reviews, allowing ad hoc problem solving on a shared and flexible presentation platform. We are looking at a vessel with possible propulsion motor failure. We need to decide whether she can sail to port with both motors, or if she needs to shut down the other shaft line. Judging by the motor sound, I'm suspecting a failed feedback sensor. We can bypass it by changing to model-based open-loop feedback, and I'm positive she can then sail to port with both shaft lines operational. But I wanted to hear your opinions. With unprecedented flexibility of use, operational efficiency, and resilience against the unexpected, Rolls-Royce OX concept brings you the next generation in marine operations. Rolls-Royce, trusted to deliver excellence.
All of them are future, but we can consider about all those content, because maybe we in the future we can use this unmanned vessel to do many things. We can think what is the weakness and the strengths. We can think about this one and consider how to use this one. Okay. Okay, next one, we will introduce the Kaohsiung port, the ranking in the world. In 2025, Kaohsiung port already become ranking become 20, but Vietnam, where is Vietnam port? Below, already, yeah. The same, 2020, but in the future maybe, yeah, your ranking will be higher, maybe, okay, so what is the new change in the Kaohsiung port? We can see, do you ever been to the Kaohsiung new port? Kaohsiung new port is automatic port. Number 7 container center is ranked for the Evergreen. Evergreen already built this port and operated. And some change in the Kaohsiung port. We adjust the container port location. We can see in the container center number 2, original is Ocean and One High. The One High already moved to container center number 5. And the original container number center 5, including the Evergreen. Evergreen moved to the container center number 7. And Evergreen also from the container number center it's a 4, number 4, it's the arrow, number 4 to the new container number 7. So Kaohsiung port already have some change. We adjust our port location. So in the future, maybe Kaohsiung port will more technology and have more new face in the world. We hope we can do more efficiency in the world. Okay. So you can see the Evergreen and the One High already moved to their new center, and the One High already planning to have a more automatic container terminal in the container center number 5, like the evergreen, okay, automatic. So I don't know Ho Chi Minh Port. Do you have this plane? Automatic? No. The traditional. You are, huh?
I think it's not yet.
It's semi out.
Okay. So, because do you rent the container terminal to the shipping company or it's domestic?
No.
Government, yeah,
It's,
government.
most of terminal is belong to the government.
Government.
But some terminal maybe in the South Vietnam, they combine with some shipping company.
Shipping company
they
invest. But the authorities, government.
Yeah, also they listen from.
Okay. Any Taiwan shipping company?
Here we got one high.
One high.
Yeah.
Okay, one high invested your Ho Chi Minh Port?
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Both good.
okay, only one high. No
One high,
evergreen or Yamin?
I must check on my data.
The South
I know the one high.
One high. Yeah, because one high is shore sea shipping, so yeah. It's yeah. Okay, so Evergreen already launched their container centers number 7 already here, yeah, already, and the one high will be here, and then here, now empty, empty, without, yeah. Empty space. Maybe in the future, it will not be the container center. It will not be because we will think now the TIPC company consider what we will do for it in the future. We are consider about it. Yeah, maybe bulk, maybe for the bulk or something. Yeah, we will. Yeah, now it's empty. Okay, and the Kaohsiung also have another important point. Do you ever hear this one? This one is National Highway number 7. Yeah, it is not building, not yet, but we try to building it in the future. Now this work is not a start, but we have a plan, because if we have the container center number 7 here, we transit the cargo until here and to here. The National Highway number 1 is very long time, about 1 hour. So besides 1 hour, it will measure the traffic congestion. So here we want to build the new highway to solve this problem. Yeah, the second highway. So Taiwan's first automatic container terminal, it creates a new shipping hub. We hope we can do the best and provide good service for all the container shipping companies. So you can see the container center number 7 for the Evergreen. Here is Yamin. Here is Evergreen. Okay. Yeah. Also, new container terminal number 7 at Kaohsiung Port has acquired. The loan is about 2,400 meters. They own 5 berths with berths, so they can assign about 4 make up big ultra large container ship, maybe 4, and the 2 feeder vessel. Feeder vessel means the small vessel for the bigger ship. They can burst at the same time, so very long. But I will emphasize no cargo. So no cargo is most important. Even you build so big container terminal, but cargo is the most important. Yeah. So if no cargo, even you have the big container terminal, it's no use. So we hope in the future the evergreen container shipping company, they can plan the shipping route. They can plan to transit the cargo, transshipment the cargo in Kaohsiung. Okay, so now because this is an automatic container terminal, so I will introduce the AGV in the port. AGV is very expensive. Yeah. So one AGV, I heard AGV about 5,000, 5,000万，5,000，yeah.
US dollar?
Taiwan dollars. Yeah. 5,000 Taiwan dollars. Yeah. I heard, but I cannot be sure. You ever heard it? This one? One. Yeah, only one. This one. I cannot be sure, but very expensive. Yeah, very expensive. So we automatic guide vehicle in the port, although they can bring the safety and maybe efficiency, or they can save the manpower cost, but I cannot be sure the shipping company they want to invest it or not. I think this situation like the unmanned vessel, it can bring many benefits, but also you need to spend more cost. So you should decide it. You should decide it. We want to pay. Yeah. So I have found video. We can show the AGV in Rotterdam and the Shanghai port and the US port. Yeah. Long Beach, LBCT is in the past built by OCL. Yeah.
a bold idea, first conceptualized in 2001, to create one of the largest and greenest terminals in the world by combining two aging terminals into one. Construction started in 2011. Today, it is a reality. Long Beach Container Terminal at the Port of Long Beach is one of the world's most advanced shipping terminals with its zero-emission operation and state-of-the-art technology. Capable of handling 3.3 million TEUs annually, more than double the capacity of the two aging terminals it replaced, LBCT is one of the busiest container terminals in the United States. Using clean electricity to power its entire operation, today the 4,200-foot-long wharf can welcome the largest container ships in the world. To cut emissions, all the ships plug into shore power electricity while at berth. Then, using the only ship-to-shore cranes in the Americas capable of lifting two containers at the same time, the terminal can service three of the largest ships in the world at once. To quickly move the containers to the storage area, 102 automated guided transport vehicles, or AGVs, deliver them to the fully automatic stacks, where the all-electric, fully automated stacking cranes load the containers onto trucks. This highly orchestrated zero-emission operation is not only green, but also highly efficient, offloading and loading ships in less time than any other terminals on the West Coast, with trucks moving in and out of the terminal with record speed. For cargo that will be delivered by a train, the Intermodal Rail Facility has 6 semi-automated rail cranes to load and unload trains onto the largest on-dock rail facility in North America. All this using clean electricity to power these giant machines, making LBCT one of the most sustainable terminals in the world. The vision was clear from the start. Design and build a terminal like no other, a green terminal where the economy and environment thrive together, where green means productivity, jobs for our workforce, prosperity for the region, and protection of our air, water, and natural resources. The future is now at LBCT.
Now LBCT is not belong to OCL, it's already sold to another container terminal company. Okay, so the next one is Yangshan Port.
China.
港口的运行是需要制度化的装卸、智能化的测试，需要后面还把所有的指令、所有的信息把它收集起来，整理好了以后输入到我们系统里，然后呢由人工智能的由我们的智能系统变成一个个的作业指令发送给所有的现场作业的这些设备，然后现场作业的设备在无人的情况下面，它们实现了有效的、高效的、安全的。
Rotterdam port is the first automatic port in the world. Rotterdam, okay. No, it's okay, it's okay. Okay, we continue. Next one. Okay, so Singapore.
The Singapore Tango port, they can handle they have a new port. They can handle 65 million cubes annually. in the 2014. So Singapore port is the most important transshipment port in the future. So maybe after the graduate, you can come here. PSA terminal. PSA terminal. Yeah.
New port.
It's full steam ahead for Singapore's trade ambitions as it officially opens its new and state-of-the-art container terminal. Speaking at the opening of Tuas Port, Prime Minister Lee Hsien-loong said Singapore's decision to press on with works despite the pandemic sends a strong signal to the world that the nation is open for business. Brandon Tanoto tells us more.
The sight of automated key cranes and driverless vehicles make it seem like the work here is effortless, but it's all hands on deck at the Tuas Port Control Center, which manages operations remotely. The megaport's been dubbed one for the future and will be the world's largest fully automated one. It's expected to support Singapore's bid to ride the growth of global trade.
Tuas Port will be a critical engine driving the Singapore economy. It will reinforce our status as an international maritime center and enable many related industries to flourish. The maritime sector already has more than 5,000 companies, including major shipping lines and companies providing specialized services like ship finance, marine insurance, maritime law, ship broking, ship management, ship agencies, and classification societies.
3 berths are now in operation, with the number set to reach 5 by year's end. When completed in about 20 years, the Tuas Port will be able to handle almost double the volume the country currently handles. Now, Prime Minister Lee Hsien-loong says the significance of the port will also grow as more berths come on stream over the next 2 decades. Tuas Port is also expected to anchor Singapore's future Western Gateway, an area earmarked for business, innovation and industry.
Because being closer to the port means faster and cheaper port services and turnaround. It means more efficient production for their products to be exported to international markets. And sectors such as advanced manufacturing, cold chains, e-commerce and logistics will benefit the most.
Besides being a vital piece of infrastructure, the port's also been tipped to create more opportunities for workers and better jobs. Tuas Port currently has 500 staff working on site, ranging from crane specialists to data analysts.
Singapore's situation. Okay, so besides
AGP, we have the new vehicle technology. We can see this one is a IGV. So what is IGV? IGV is increase the sensor, and the sensor can navigation. The AGV is controlled by the control center, right? So it cannot censor by itself. But the IGV, if you have the view, you can censor the surrounding. It can more smarter. So the new is IGV, but IGV is very expensive. So I cannot imagine IGV how much money, how cost. I don't know. But now the most common is the IGV. I don't know IGV in the future what will it be accepted in the market? I don't know, but can compare what is IGV and RGV. Okay. And RGV is it is a rail, including the rail. But I think IGV is more flexible. Yeah. Okay.
AGV and IGV. In Taiwan, we have no IGV, we have AGV, but
in China.
Hello
with the
everyone.
IGB.
Welcome to Guangzhou Nanjing Phase 4 Automated Container Terminal. Today, I will take you behind the scenes to explore the differences between IGVS and AGVS. The vehicles you see moving around are IGVS. They're the world's first driverless vehicles powered by RTK. IGV uses triple integrated positioning technology, operating completely autonomously. Besides IGV, you may also hear about AGV. So, what's the difference between IGV and AGV? AGV stands for Automated Guided Vehicle, while IGV stands for Intelligent Guided Vehicle. Though different from each other, both have its own advantages. IGV uses a combination of laser, visual, and BDS for positioning and navigation. A GV, by contrast, uses magnetic pin and antenna or other guiding devices, follows fixed routes. A GV is known for their high reliability and stability, which makes them easier to maintain over the long term. IGV offers greater flexibility. It uses high-power fixed-point charging, enabling automatic operation and more environmentally friendly performance. Whether AGV, valued for their practicality and stability, or IGV, known for their intelligence and flexibility, both technologies play crucial roles in smart port operations. Together, they're driving continuous innovation and high-quality development in smart ports.
So, AGV and IGV, they have little different, but I think as they say, AGV is easy for mechanics because it's the old technology. IGV is new, it's more expensive, but it's a new technology, it's including the sensor. So in the future, I don't know what is more popular, but now IGV is more popular in Taiwan. But yeah, we don't know, but always we have the new technology. Okay, we have the next change is the critical factor affecting the maritime business. So many factors affecting the maritime business. We can see including the GDP and trade, the exchange rate. Okay, exchange rate is always visible, and the oil price, especially recently, the oil price is increase in the large vessel, because large vessel can reduce the unit cost, right? Okay, so and we had the trade war for many years, from the 2018. So the Trump, President Trump and the President is he a president? Xi Jinping, president. I think he is not president. Again, Russia and Ukraine, they have a war. So those issues already impact our global economic. Okay. So besides, we also had the international economic environment changed, and the social, cultural environment changed, and the political, legal environment already changed, because all changed. So the legal should be changed, and the international technology environment also changed. Especially recently, AI, blockchain, big data, social media. Oh, okay, a lot of technology already changed. So we should learn more. And then the next one is natural disease that impact like earthquake, COVID-19. Okay, and some ISM code, the PSC, in the marine port, yeah, blah blah, yeah. So already changed. They will impact our maritime business. Okay. So I will introduce the economic environment. So our economic environment, the shipping is diverse, demand largely determined by developments in the world economic trade. So the shipping, what is shipping? Shipping will, the source will come from the consumer and invested and the government and next experts. So the manufacturing, GDP, all of them will increase our shipping market. So therefore, negative economic and trade chain affect the maritime trade growth. So GDP is very important to affect our shipping market. Okay, so can see, for example, the crude oil. If the crude oil price grows, will negative our economic and the purchasing PMI, purchasing arranger index will, if your purchasing index is more stronger, your economic will grow. Okay, so another interest rate is the interest rate growth will negative our economic. And the CPI. CPI is consumer price index. If CPI is lower, it will negative our economic. And all factors will measure our economic, and our economic better or loss will impact our shipping market. So our environment, the global economic outlook. So the October, the last year, October 2025, the growth project by the region, we can see the United States and Asia. We can see both Asia and the United States. Which one is the better? The world average here. So average the last year is the growth 3.2, right? And Asia, is the most the best, the best in the world, Asia. And how about the United States? The biggest market in the world, descend. So, actually, even the Trump has the policy and the trade policy, but he should think about, is the policy, the direction is correct or not correct, because their economic seems not very good. And Europe is as Europe it is lower, but not good. So all the world, the Asia economic is better, and even in the Central Asia or developing Asia, we all better than the world average. So the key market is in Asia. So after reviewing the global market, the key market is Asia. So this is a world real GDP. GDP in from INF can see the latest data from the 2025 Q1. Our GDP is good or not good or bad? We expect the GDP here, but our real GDP is good. So our GDP seems not bad, right? Not bad. And the world trade, we check the world trade, the percentage GDP, and you can see here, important US word is great. Word here, and US is below the world GDP. So United States looks like not very good. Okay, the Europe export goods and the service like decent. And Japan not good. China is not good. So the best is the Europe GDP is good, is better. And exported is Europe, imported also Europe. So besides Europe, all regional or import, all key countries they are come back. So this is a recent situation. Okay, here we can check the importance of GDP. United States. Okay, we see the United States here. The high traffic and the supply. High traffic and the supply is here. And world is long term. China. We can. Yeah. We can compare the world. The United States since below the world average, and here is also the Europe. The high traffic and the supply is Europe is more better. And the China, we can see the China is here. Is the 2026 is not very good. So here is Europe is better, is stable. Okay. And some commodity market developed. So here is the food and base materials and the energy. We can compare them. So which one is the CPI is better? It's energy. So the second is base materials, and the third is food. So the energy is the price getting higher. Yeah. So especially recently the war, because the energy price is getting higher and higher. This survey is last year before the war, but now I think the energy, the price is getting higher. Okay, then because the energy of crude oil, we can see the crude oil is until now, we think is a little high, but in the future we cannot expect it because now we have the war. So this is a last year. This data is from the last year, so we cannot expect now because the crude oil price now is increasing now. Okay, China manufacturing produce a PMI major index. Okay, so PMI in China here is actually we forecasting is 15.1, but actually is descent. So China economic is not very good. It getting worse. And now the Europe loan, we forecast that it's below 50, but now it over our expectation. It's 50.8. So Europe economic seems like become better. So I really think about it. Okay, and the US PNI index. Original we our forecast is 48.5, but actually it's already over 50. It's actually 52.6. So it's decent. And Taiwan, how about Taiwan? Taiwan, we have no forecast, but yeah, it actually seems better because Taiwan score is too small. Taiwan score is too small, so it's no more data. So, but Taiwan likes decent. Okay. Okay, here crude oil. Yeah. Here is February the price is getting higher. Okay. So yes, crude oil. Yeah. So everything the price will getting higher in the future. Yeah. So maybe the freight rate will getting higher. So if you want to go back home, maybe you should booking your ticket. Do you get booking your ticket? Not yet, but check because the oil rate getting higher. Yeah. And then this is a rate exchange, right? I said the rate exchange will impact our trade, international trade. You can see the US dollar and the US to Europe trade already decent. Okay. So this one is more better for which country, which region? It's for yeah, for Europe. Yes, very good. Okay, and US and Japan, Japan. They want Japan to increase their rate, so it already increased. It's bad for Japan. And this one is for the Chinese is more lower. Okay, so if you stand in the export view, it's more better to Chinese, but it's better for US. How about Taiwan? Taiwan and US is more better for Taiwan because one US can change 31 Taiwan dollars. Yeah. It's not good for the imported, but good for the exported. Yeah. So what about the impact of environment on port operations? Okay, next we can take a rest. The next course we will discuss this one. Okay, so take a rest.